Hello everyone. Here on YouTube and on forums, one can find many discussions about who will be the next 10th nakama to join Luffy's crew, the Straw Hat Pirates. Many people, however, don't give any arguments for why this person would join permanently. So I decided to make a short list of people and discuss why or why not they would join and for how long. First of all, if you take a look at the crew members we have so far, as one should clearly notice, each of the crew members has something they're good at, something to do, or something that makes them unique. It's also a fact that none of the crew members is much stronger than Luffy, the main character. I've also noticed that most of the guys, or girls, who have joined the crew did not so long after their first introduction. Boa Hancock. Many people hope she will be the next nakama since she is in love with Luffy and she could even die if she never saw Luffy again. But there are also quite a few arguments for why she wouldn't join. So Boa Hancock is a pirate captain who has allied herself with the world government. This also protects the island where she comes from, so Boa Hancock joining Luffy's crew could be a problem for those who remain there. Boa probably wouldn't have something to do like Sanji, Chopper, and the rest of the crew, and I also don't think she would fit in. Jimbei. I think he has a bigger chance of becoming a crew member because he is no longer an ally of the world government, and he also promised Ace that he would help Luffy. But if he joins, I think it would only be until they have reached Merman Island before going to the New World. So we could compare Jimbei with Vivi, the Princess of Arabasta, who also joined but not permanently. Perona. It's true that she isn't hostile towards Zoro now, but I think she has a low chance of joining the crew since she probably wouldn't have something to do like the others. I don't really think her character would be accepted, and the power to make people depressive wouldn't be really helpful for the crew either. Bon Clay. Until now, we have been able to see that Bon Clay turned into a good guy who even helped Luffy by sacrificing himself multiple times. He also got along well with the crew when Luffy and the others didn't know who he was, so Bon Clay wouldn't have a problem to join. Most nakama, however, joined not so long after their first introduction, so that might be an argument for why Bon Clay wouldn't join. You should also not forget that he is probably still an impel down. Margeret. I've read that the author of One Piece said that the next nakama will be a girl or a woman. For those of you who don't remember, at the very beginning of One Piece, Luffy said that he would try to get about 10 crew members, so since we only have 2 female nakama so far, the chance of the 10th crew member being a girl or a woman is quite big. Margaret didn't have a big role yet like Bon Clay. She also likes Luffy, and she might want to join to help Luffy and see more of the world. I also think her character would fit in, but there would be one problem left. What would she do to help the others? We already have Usopp as a sniper, so she probably wouldn't have her own thing to do or a unique skill, unless Oda decides to change this. Jewelry Bonney. Not many people have mentioned this before, but some think that Jewelry Bonney could have a chance to join. In the manga, it is shown how she got captured by Blackbeard in the New World, and that she got arrested together with her crew by the world government. Since Luffy will be going to the New World, he might be the one to help her and ask her to join his crew, since they also have the same enemy, Blackbeard. I'm however not sure if she has a big chance of becoming the next Nakama, and Nami probably wouldn't want another big eater like Luffy on the ship, but it's not impossible, so we'll have to wait and see. Option 7. I personally think the biggest chance will be that someone will join Luffy who hasn't been introduced in the story yet. In that case, it'll probably be someone who joins him while Luffy is in the New World, since the New World is seen as the second part of the Grand Line. Luffy said in the beginning that he wanted about 10 nakama, and a much bigger crew could be a problem for the author since they would all have to work together at the same time, and it also often happens that each of the crew members has his own battle with an opponent. So that's why I think the next crew member will join after Luffy entering the New World.